Quick video here on 7 days, 7-day update on the Bokashi worm bin experiment. It's been 7 days. I will say probably lost about 10 worms, I would say, physically, that I can physically see, because they're in these buckets. I can't really see what's going on. I'm not really stirring the pot. So that's number one good sign. The smell, if you guys don't know, when you're doing Bokashi, there is this very strong smell, but you couldn't smell it with this system because I put a layer of cardboard. So the smell is intact. It's awesome. Step one. Smell is intact of the Bokashi. And basically what happens is, Bokashi, quick update, you basically put your food waste as it's going with some bran, and what you're doing is growing bacteria, lactic acid bacteria, the beneficial stuff. So after you're said and done, approximately halfway in the bucket, then you bring it down to ferment for 2 more weeks. Placed cardboard on a good section of it, kept the smell down, and then after about 2 days I added the worms on top. That's all I did. So there's a couple things, rules I'm breaking. Number one, it's spoken that you're not supposed to put the worms where the Bokashi is for quite some time because it's too acidic. I'm testing that. So far the worms are alive and well. I dug into one of the containers to see if they're all dead. They're doing okay. However, they're not really reaching into the Bokashi yet. So again, this is an experiment because I want people to be able to do this without too much maintenance. Acidic? Not. It wasn't acidic because when I pulled it out, just pulled down, and I shoved this meter in, it was just below the alkaline level. So that's not a problem. Number two, to keep the moisture on top, is very wet, by the way. This is very wet. The Bokashi is very wet. So I might ease off on the watering because I've been watering. And I've been using tap water. So another rule, that you shouldn't be using tap water because it's chlorinated. You got chlorine and it's anti-growing bacteria. But I'm trying to break as many rules as I can to see if this is plausible, and then can do the things that would allow more success. And as well, I haven't added any grit. This is to help the digestive system. This is what they say. Now, some of the worms, the 10, had this what you call protein poisoning, and they're like segmented. Those died. And I don't know if in the bucket some of them died. It could potentially be the case. And generally speaking, they say it's because they have a gizzard. They don't have something about their digestive system. They need some hard material to help with the digestion, or else basically they just have this gas inside, expands and divides them into bits and pieces. But I didn't use any grit. So what you can use is eggshells, crushed egg shells, or sand. That's another option. I didn't do any of that, and I'm not adding any of that because this is an experiment. Okay, I'm trying to break as many rules as possible. So in 7 days, basically, the worms are still alive. They haven't died. They haven't gone to town to the Bokashi, but I'm expecting that that's going to happen soon enough as things settle up. Again, I haven't touched the one bucket. I don't really want to touch these things. I don't want to fluff things up. I just want things to happen naturally if possible. Another quick update I wanted to mention is that I got a couple mats, heat mats, and these heat mats, I've set them to reach 27 degrees on the thermostat, and therefore the cocoons. So I've got 2 of these cement mixing bins set at 27 degrees because that's going to help hatch the cocoons. And then there's 2 of them that I don't have mats, and I'm testing to see if in fact this does hatch quicker. So again, another test with the cocoons. Otherwise, there is absolutely zero maintenance that I'm doing. I'm just literally water these bins. I'm just looking at the moisture level of the cardboard, and then I just water these other ones with the cocoons. It's really no work so far. Absolutely zero work. Once you've got these worms, you don't have to go in and play with them like I see a lot of people doing on these worm farms. I want to kind of have a hands-off deal. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and click the notification bell and select always so that you get updates on when a video comes up, because this Bokashi worm farm system I think is going to be successful. Only time will tell. So we'll see how this progresses. But if you're worried about killing all the worms that you got, I haven't been successful in that way yet, thank God. And so far, so good. So I'll keep you posted. Take care.